All right. Hi, everybody. How you doing? So, you may or may not know that we're having a wild and crazy week, kind of like the way this string looks, starting May the 13th. So you've already been feeling this coming, all those wild and crazy solar flares. We're really about this coming week, this astrology. It's very synchronistic. So the sun and the planet Uranus, the planet of wild, crazy, chaotic energy, rules internet, rules technology. Of course, there was a brand new AI, ChatGPT 4, like it's just gone off the maps. It's kind of like the movie She coming true. And that's very much Uranian energy. So the sun shining a spotlight, making that technology, that radical new hands-on technology kind of part of our reality, right? So, but expect crazy, chaotic, unpredictable energy. Sun and Uranus came together today. They're at like 23 degrees, and the energy continues all week. Excuse me. Now, the other big thing is there was an announcement about the Vatican going to put out something about spiritual woo-woo, how to deal with all kinds of strange things, and that's also very much in line with this because on the 18th, now this is coming out on the 17th, Mercury is entering Taurus. Taurus rules the voice. In the tarot, the Hierophant is the symbol of the Pope, right? So that's Taurus energy. So that's another ding, 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 very synchronistic. Now, on the 18th, Venus, the planet of love, beauty, money, values, relationships, all the good stuff, wealth, she conjuncts with Uranus. So again, expect your love life to go, anything's up for grabs. Uranus is the sign of LGBTQT, etc., letters. Anybody who feels different, who feels alien. Uranus is the sign that rules the stars, the cosmos. So I think all of the revelations about aliens is going to come out. So, you want to do something totally outside the box, get a new beauty routine, have a makeover, change, redecorate your house, go modern. Go very simple, very clean. That's Uranian energy. Taurus usually likes very sensuous, but beautiful, sensuous materials are very new, modern materials. That's what the Uranian coming age is, Pluto and Aquarius. But expect there to be radical changes in your love life. It's also women wanting to be free, also big protests in the world that's been going on. That's going to continue. But you might be feeling very wired, like Uranian energy is very wired. The stock market can be very volatile. I think we saw that already today. I think that GameStop went up like 100% or something, had to be stopped. Crypto could really benefit from this. My cat's sitting on my lap here. And it's just basically freedom. It's freedom, revolution. It's working together as a group mind. That's what Uranian energy is all about. It's about, it is a dual-natured sign. So it is a human sign, which gives me some hope, but it's also the sign of technology. And so, do you really want to become a robot? So there will be a split in consciousness. Air signs represents consciousness, though. So it represents the right and the left hemisphere of the brain. Some people are going to want to be all robotic, and put their consciousness up in the cloud and do that Neuralink, all that stuff that Elon Musk wants to do. And other people are going to say, no, we want to have a fair, even revolution in culture and society. It's not communist. It's going to be a brand new thing where everybody has rights. Nobody has rights above anybody else. We all work together. We're all in this together. We're going to use that technology to make sure there's enough food for everybody, that every child is taken care of. It's very egalitarian in a way. So we want to remember that humanity, it's a human sign, Aquarius. Now, the luckiest day of the year is coming up on the 19th, on the 18th as well. The sun conjuncts Jupiter at 28 degrees of Taurus. So almost at the last, what they call the anaretic, the most intense degree. Very lucky for anybody who has planets anywhere from 23 to 29, the last degree of Taurus even, and all the fixed signs, which is Leo. Any Leos, if you have planets, if your rising sign, your moon, asteroids, whatever you have, Chiron at 23 to 28 Leo. Also Scorpios get in here, another water fixed sign, 23 to 28, 29 Scorpio, and Aquarius with any planets, rising sign, anything from 23 to 28 degrees, you will do incredibly well. And if you want to read more, I did some portraits of King Charles, Prince William, Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, a whole bunch of people, Timothy Chalamet, on my blog at infinitynow.wordpress.com. And, it is a very, very rare conjunction to have the Sun and Jupiter and Uranus come together. I did the research. Has not happened in very long. In fact, the last time it happened was in 1858. So 1858, a lot of big things happened, like Darwin gave his first speech on evolution. Queen Victoria got married. There was abolition of slavery. I believe John Brown met Sojourner Truth in Chatham, Ontario, a little tiny town, Ontario. The Underground Railroad was going on, so this is an anti-slavery kind of energy as well. It is just before they had that big Carrington event, right? It was around that time as well. The telegraphs, the lines were just built across the U.S. Photography, the first aerial photograph was taken in Paris at that time. So, movies, films, all of this modern technology, image making was done about that time. So that was 1858. That wasn't the last one. The last one was in May 1941. So during the Second World War, that's when Liverpool, London were being bombed in the Blitzkrieg. Some of the Beatles were being born around that time. And then it had happened before then, from 767. So there was a huge gap of like 1,200 years that Jupiter, Uranus, and the Sun had not come together in Taurus, which is very, very unusual for that kind of huge long gap, 1,200 years. And then before then, it was at 601. This is current era. And then 518. So that's a long, long time. So I went back to look at the one in 1858. Sun was at 27 Taurus, Jupiter was at 28, Uranus is at 29. But basically, the planets are all lined up very close together, just like now. And when the whole thing about astrology is studying laws of cycles and how cycles, time is a spiral. It goes round and round and round, and we level up. So I was just thinking about, what happened in those 1,200 years. I mean, sort of that bypassed the whole Renaissance, interestingly enough. Obviously, Jupiter, moves around. It moves through one sign every 12 or 13 years on average. Uranus takes 84 years to make one complete cycle. That's why everybody at 41, 42, 43 gets their midlife crisis. That is Uranus, opposite Uranus. So again, if you have planets at these points, it is time to make some big radical changes in your life, in your values, in your self-esteem, in your resource, and your tools. Maybe you need to get techie. Maybe you need to break free of any traditional mores, values. This is about open marriages, doing your own thing, connecting with other people in your tribe who are on the same vibrational wavelength. This is air. We're moving into the elements of air in a big way with Pluto in Aquarius, although it's going backwards to do its last visit to Capricorn. But Pluto will stay in Aquarius, a fixed air sign, from November the 19th for 20 years. And then Uranus will also enter the other air sign of Gemini. Jupiter's going to enter Gemini on May the 25th, so we're going to get a little preview of that. So we're going up in the air and higher consciousness. That's what Uranian energy is all about. We want to bring in the higher consciousness. I remember somebody, it was one of my favorite singers, she wrote a song, and some of the lyrics were, "We are humans without humanity." And we want to bring in, really discover what it means to be galactic humans. I do work with galactic astrology. You would call that a kind of quantum astrology. So we are the stars. We are the consciousness of the stars. We live through them. They live through us. We're looking back and forth at each other every night. So I want to send you all the best blessings. If you want to find out how these phenomenally powerful energies are aspecting you, you can get in touch with me at tarot.com. Remember, this is radical change. I know all of you Taurus people don't like change. You're very stubborn, very fixed. This is the cosmic cattle prod coming for you and coming for everybody. So expect completely different. Think outside the box. Embrace newness. Change is the name of the game. All right, sending you many blessings. Speak to you soon.